Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Championship Sunday. Tino Farah joined by Mackie Jenner for a day full of gold medal matchups. And we got the U13A division going at it quickly. Mackie, welcome to BC Sports TV. How are you this morning?
Thank you. I'm good. It's so exciting to be here. It's my first time inside this arena, and wow, these girls are so lucky to get to play here this morning.
And it is Championship Sunday. What does that mean to you when everything is on the line for one more day?
Oh, absolutely. It just means you got to give it your all every single time. The effort needs to be there consistently. You know that these girls obviously have worked hard to get to this day, and so we're just going to see who wants it more this morning.
Absolutely. And the first matchup of the morning is going to be a couple of combination teams. It's New West Burnaby versus Langley Semiahmoo, and it is that Langley team. Just for the sake of making it easy on the broadcasters, I'm going to call them Langley and New West, so hopefully nobody gets too insulted by that. And it is Langley with possession now and an outside shot, and the first save of the game for Stefiana Garcia. Getting an early touch here, and an interference call goes against that New West team, earning a fresh 30 for Langley. We got Tegan Christensen with the ball. She sends it now to the near side for the righties to go to work. Now Falk uses a pick, goes over to her wrong side, and a shot from distance, and a second straight save courtesy of Garcia. No rebound available. Some pretty hefty rebound control there. Hey, Mackie?
Absolutely. Obviously, goaltenders starting out early. It's nice to be able to test shots, get a lot out to kind of see what's cooking early on in this game, but obviously great saves early on, and New West will take it the other way.
Just absorbing some of those shots to get those touches in early. I'm sure everyone's a little bit sleepy, but we wake up as we go along here. Shout out Starbucks. No free ads, though, of course. No free ads.
Never.
There's another save. A couple already for Aubrey Boyce in net for this Langley squad. Sporting a bit of a chrome helmet action going on, like the style. With Langley going the other way, Falk gets back to her proper side, looks for a shot, and a great elbow save courtesy of Garcia. Deflects that one through the middle. Some contact available along with a loose ball. Falls to the turf. A couple of bellies battling for it, but somehow Callie Torgerson comes out with it on her own, 1v3, and still comes up with the loose ball. There's those championship efforts you're looking for. Still with possession are Langley. Bobbled pass picked up by Callard. Shot blocked before it got through. And there's Torgerson again rounding the corner, pass to the far side. Shot stopped by Garcia, and she'll let it fall to a defender at her feet. Nice move to get around the early forechecker. Pass near the center line. Connects with Van Leersum. She's got a defender on her back, so she'll take her space away. Now to the near side. On her wrong side is Michaela Tan, still with possession, looking for a target. Sharp angle, floats it through to the middle, and reaching out of her crease is Boyce to initiate a breakout here to the far side. Now here comes that Langley squad in transition. It's the captain, Charlie Bresden. Pass to the near side, now over to the lefty. Shot from distance, stopped by Garcia again. Certainly the busier of the two goaltenders, but she's stood the test of time so far. Now Jansen loses possession but keeps after it. Lobs one to the near side, and she'll head off for a change. Down low, shot and the save by Boyce. Her first one in a little while, but she also hangs on to it. Some strong goaltending action in the early stages.
Absolutely. What a great opportunity there. Left a girl kind of on the back side, but a great stop there by Boyce to keep Langley right in this one.
Just over 4 minutes through the first period. Langley goes back to work, looking far side, and they send it down to the corner. Defender comes in to close the gap, and Kate Launt. Good stick check by Launt. Second belly comes in to help is Olivia Gaster, and there's a shot clock violation going against this Langley team. So New West hasn't got a ton of shots on goal yet, but they're holding down the fort on the defensive end, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely a defensive-heavy start to this one. Both teams heavy pressure on forecheck as well.
Now Langley on the defensive end themselves as Claire Miller spins away from a check. Pass now to the point. Heavy check from the outside, but somehow they get through. Floating one towards the goal, and absorbing a slash was Gaster. Shakes out her hand for a moment, but she looks all right, and she'll apply some pressure on the forecheck as well. We'll see if Langley can break free. Quick pass, connects with Callie Torgerson. She'll sprint the floor herself. Been one of the frequent ball carriers in the early stages for this Langley team. That was an errant pass picked off and taken away by Parsons. One defender on her side, another on her front. She's going to go the whole way, muscling her way through. Gets a shot off and scores! The first goal of this championship Sunday goes to Caroline Parsons.
What a beast, running through 3 defenders, breaking up the floor. Look at her size and speed. She kind of cuts to her far side there and lets it fly. Goes back short side around Boyce, getting them their first goal of the game. Just puts it right past her elbow pad on that short side.
And how important is that first goal to settle in the nerves a little bit in the first game of the day, the last game of your season? How important is it to get the first goal of the game?
Oh, absolutely. It's everything. Momentum is a huge thing. It, gets that kind of early nerves off, and you just kind of get ready to go. And now you can kind of settle in. And, obviously there's so much time left, but it's definitely important to kind of have that first one to know that, we're here and we're ready to start things off hot.
And now if you're this Langley team, you just gave up the first goal of the game. What is the message from the coaching staff among these players?
Yeah, I think that they've played really solid defense so far, and Boyce has made a few good saves, but they just need to keep getting better shot opportunities. They've had a ton of shots so far. They just got to kind of keep shooting till they're hot, is what my old coaches used to say.
Shoot till you're hot. And now they'll need a defensive stop as well as New West looks for more, and they're going to get a chance through the middle, but a good stick check deflects that before it got through, and Boyce can hang on and look up the floor. Langley looking for an answer back. First, they have to find a target on the breakout, and they do find one thanks to the help of Caitlin Sears. Now pass over to the far side. It's the captain, Bresden. Near side feed, down low to the crease. Defender comes in to close the gap, but they work their pick and roll to perfection, clearing some space to the outside. Shot from distance, a bouncer goes wide. Loose ball picked up by Victoria Kiss. And she's going to get called with that free hand. Huge effort by Emerson Dyack to cause a turnover and create a second chance now. They're going to shoot right away with a shot. Kicked aside by Garcia, her first test in a little while. And she kicks it over to the corner. Fresh 30 for Langley. Pass down low, near side feed. Shot sent wide. Rebound batted forward. And again, Langley comes up with it. Lauren Wong passes over to her left. Shot and a shoulder save by Garcia. They're under fire right now. And an interference call against Langley negates what would have been another opportunity.
A lot of really great opportunities, as you said, Tino, but they're kind of settling for a lot of outside shots. I'd love to see Langley try to penetrate the middle a little bit more and try to throw a few fakes against Garcia to try and get some inside looks here. Absolutely.
Using what's worked to get them to this point so far. You need to get to the inside if you want to get that extra edge over your opponent. And now New West will try to do exactly that, but an errant pass may end that possession early as the loose ball gets picked up by Taryn Lifton. Head up the whole way. Another one of the captains on this Langley Semiahmoo team as she gets around the first checker. Pass over to the near side corner was just out of the reach of the intended target, Torgerson. But she keeps after it. She's been all over the loose balls this morning. Little extra pep in her step, looking for a gold medal. There's a shot blocked by a defender. Loose ball available in front of the crease. Four bellies in the mix, and they do come up with it. Quick jog in front of the bench. There's that pressure again from Torgerson. And she'll head back for another defensive shift as New West goes the other way. Pass to the near side. Fake shot now over to the righties. Sidearm rip goes just wide. Might have seen some sparks come off that ball. Now back over to that far side. Deflected shot. Falls. Lobs one to the outside just before that shot clock expires, and Langley gets away. That might have been the most dangerous-looking New West offense we've seen to this point with some heavy shots.
Absolutely, heavy shots. They're moving the ball around quickly. They've got girls with really good sticks. Langley set up in a bit of a zone on defense, so we'll have to try and see if New West can kind of, again, penetrate the middle, try to get through that zone.
And they're getting it done on the defensive zone as well. That's the last two possessions where they've caused turnovers just as Langley is about to break through. And now they try to counter the other way in transition, looking for more. Spinning through to the middle, pass to the near side corner was just off the mark. Langley comes in to clean up the loose ball, but New West keeps after it. 10 on the shot clock, rounding the corner. Shot from distance, stopped by Boyce. And she'll look up and transition quickly. Looking for a target. No one available, at least not yet. Now gets it up near the restraining line. They ended up getting a reset as well, so they essentially get a full 30 as they cross center. Near side feed. Now down low to the corner. Sears couldn't take it cleanly. Defender comes in, but Dyack sets the screen to create some space. Pass was just off the mark. Up to the top, taken away though by Gaster, and she's got some wheels. Gets around the first defender. Another one on her back, another one in her front, somehow gets through, still with possession. How does she have it? Shoots, and just puts it off the far end of the post. That would have been an early candidate for goal of the day.
What an effort by Gaster. Again, just able to beat those girls with speed. Langley can't really seem to stop that quick, kind of fast break for the Salmon Bellies.
New West certainly has that extra jump in their step right now, but Langley is being pulled into the fight by Callie Torgerson. She's all over the floor right now. Now another opportunity for Langley, but the shot clock does expire. They threw one towards the goal, but no save necessary for Garcia. As the whistle did go, but Langley will apply some pressure on the forecheck, and New West will look to break through. They do. Again, it's Gaster up the play. Near side feed, she quickly sends it over to the far side for the righties to go to work. Sidearm shot sent wide, Gaster collects. Back to the middle, but batted down by a Langley defender and taken away by Lifton. Forced into a tough position on that far side board, but still somehow comes up with it, avoiding a stick check and getting over the center line. Still 20 seconds on the shot clock to work with. They've got someone open on the near side if they can get the ball over to the crease. Instead, they send it over to the far side crease, get a shot off, sent wide of the net. Loose ball available on a rebound off the end boards. Still up for grabs. 5 seconds on the shot clock if they can get something towards the goal. They do, but it's blocked off the face mask of the New West captain and Olivia Darren. And Gaster gets it over center. Perimeter pressure by the Langley captain. Now to the near side shooter position is Parsons, the latest goal scorer and the lone goal scorer in this game so far. Spins away, under 10 to shoot. From the outside, and a stick save by Boyce. Looking up in transition, she had an option to the near side, or the far side, excuse me, and sends it now over center. Kate Falk runs onto it. Forechecker on her back. Sends it over to the near side. Now down low to the crease. Torgerson gets away. Pass over to the top. Now 10 seconds to shoot. Again, spins away from pressure. A jump shot goes towards the goal, and Garcia, heavy on her stick, shuts the door. Now steps out of her crease, looking for a target. She has one beside her and leaves for Claire Miller. Sidesteps that first forechecker and Emerson Dyack. Now with some wheels, she gets over center. 20 on the shot clock. She'll head off for a change and let the righties go to work. 4 players on the floor right now for New West, all of them right-handed. As that shot goes off a defender and towards the crease. Boyce with her easiest save of the game as that one just rolled towards her.
Yeah, shots are pretty even as of right now, 9-7 in favor of Langley. But again, a lot of those outside shots, I'd love to see the girls try to get to the middle, but it's tough against a zone. That's kind of the point, is to try to take away that spot, as we see another shot there from Langley from the outside.
And another block. That's probably the third block we've seen, and that one stung. Looks like that's Bryn Dean, who's a little bit shaken up, but she remains out there. That's what Championship Sunday is all about. Who can battle through? And New West looks to avoid that latest bid by Langley and try to double up on their lead. Casually over to the far side. Kate Launt now down to the far side corner. Pass through the middle, just off the mark, but still finds a target on the far side. Right place, right time for Olivia Gaster. They keep possession. Last second shot just as the clock expired, and Langley will take it off the end boards. Lobbed pass over to the far side in front of the penalty boxes. looking to try to tie this game. As getting away is Callard onto her wrong side, so she looks back to her proper side for a target. Instead, sends it over to her left. One defender to beat. Shot is labeled for that bottom corner, and somehow Garcia got a piece of it. Where is it? Falls down to her right, and a defender there to clean it up before it goes over the goal line.
That was a great effort there by Falk to kind of get around that pick and reach around the goalie. It's a great shot there. Unfortunately, just didn't trickle past the goal line.
Certainly the most dangerous that Langley has looked to this point, with about 4:20 remaining here in the first period on this sunny championship Sunday. Thank you all for joining us here on BC Sports TV. Again, Tino Farah, Mackie Jenner. We're going to be here all day long to bring you every single one of these gold medal matchups. We got the U13As going on right now. I believe next is U15, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure is. Yep.
U17 and then the U22. So make sure you keep your eyes on the BC Sports TV channels all day long. As Langley looks for the game's tying goal. Ends up falling down to Garcia. She's seen enough, so she'll collect the loose ball. Initiating some transition now for her team. Again, this is a combination team matchup. New West Burnaby versus Langley Semiahmoo. And it is this New West Burnaby team with the upper hand to this point. But they take an interference call. Langley will look to push the other way. Again, trying to tie this game. Here's Aubrey Callard. Spin move around the first defender. Shot goes just wide, looking stick side on Garcia. Langley keeps possession. Halfway through the shot clock. Rounding the corner, pass back to the outside. Bounce shot from distance. Another save by Garcia. Loose ball is available. It's 4 members of this New West Burnaby team against 1 from the Langley Semiahmoo team. And New West comes up with it. Long pass intended to find Olivia Gaster. She's going to chase it down as that one was out of her reach. And she'll battle in the corner. Outnumbered. But some help comes in now as the shot clock continues to count down. Currently down to 10 seconds. About 2.5 remaining in the first period, and Langley comes up with possession. They'll facilitate their change as they quickly get into the offensive zone. First to touch is Taryn Lifton. Now back over to the far side. Space available. Shot sent just wide. There's another look for this Langley team from distance, but just haven't been able to get much on target in these later stages. Again, kept to the perimeter. Sort of a pass attempt. Might have got deflected. Ends up in the corner, and New West takes it away.
New West doing such a great job keeping Langley to the outside. Again, eliminating any opportunities to kind of get through the middle and look for those kind of high-quality shots inside.
And now they'll look to, again, double up on their lead. Despite being up by 1 here with the lone goal, it's been Langley heavy on the offensive side. They just have not been able to find the back of the net. Now there's an opportunity. Shot saved by Boyce. Again, she's certainly getting her test, but they seem to be scattered a couple minutes between each one, and that's another one of her sharper tests of the game thus far with about 1.5 minutes to go. Now Langley in transition. Shot fought off by Garcia right into the logo. Leaves for a defender. First penalty of the game is upcoming. I believe that's going to be a high sticking call to Caitlin Sears, if I'm not mistaken. Not an official, though, so we'll see if I got it right.
I think you're going to be right, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Potentially 1 for 1. We take those.
Hot start this morning.
Under a minute to go now in the first period. Garcia's going to remain in the net with Langley going the other way. They do get a shot off. That draws the whistle. And with that, the first power play of the game will go to New West. From coast to coast, youth to college, U.S. Boxla is the largest box lacrosse program for both men and women in the U.S. Girls events in Los Angeles, Arizona, San Jose, and now Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Check them out online, usboxla.com, and register today. Shout out to Keith Gagne for pressing the buttons when we need them.
Best button presser in the game.
Best button presser in the game. There's a shot stopped and fought off by Boyce. 15 seconds remaining in the period with New West on the power play. Pass to an unsuspecting target. Clock goes down to 10. Back to the outside, fake shot getting around the first defender. There's a big collision, though, through the middle. Loose ball available, and that might wind down the clock unless New West can get one final chance. But Langley able to just fight off that lone member of this New West team, and we will head towards the intermission with this New West team up 1-0. Mackie, what have you seen so far?
Well, again, these two teams are offering a lot of pressure in transition, which is great. They're kind of running down their legs. A lot of great, fast break opportunities for New West. Both goaltenders are really standing on their head here, despite a 1-0 lead for New West. Obviously, they'll have a minute 30 left on the power play heading back into the second period. So it'll be interesting to see if they can kind of double up on that 1-0 lead early on.
We are going to step aside for the next 4.5 minutes, but don't go too far. We're going to be back shortly for second period action here on BC Sports TV. Welcome back to the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen. Championship Sunday live on BC Sports TV. Tino Farah joined by Mackie Jenner. And we're going to be switching off here and there throughout the day at the play-by-play and color commentary role. So you're going to want to stay tuned for Mackie on the play-by-play, Mike. We're all pretty excited about it.
The debut play-by-play should be a good time for sure.
We love that. And we're usually fitting in some ad reads during penalties, but we might not get too many. So let's fit in one right off the top here, and these broadcasts would not be possible without these guys at Extreme Thread. Your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing, designs, and sublimated team uniforms. Now offering 10 Spanish flags, decals, signs, and more, and you can check them out online, extremethreads.ca. I feel like I could read that without even looking at it. I don't know why I pick up the sheet.
The memorization is incredible.
It is labeled in my head, word by word, letter by letter. But we're back underway, second period action, and it is the combination New West Burnaby team leading by 1. And they are on the power play for the next minute or so as they go to work early. Shot from distance, stopped right into the logo of Aubrey Boyce. Loose ball available, falls to the outside, and it's picked up by Gaster. Caroline Parsons, the lone goal scorer here for this New West team. There's a shot again by Gaster. That might have caught a piece of the post. No, they'll say it goes off the face mask and out of play. I forgot about the face mask rule. It's been a while since I've watched minor lacrosse.
I know, it is definitely a big difference, and you never really know when they're going to blow it down and get the ball the other way.
So I was 1 for 1 on the penalty call, but I'm 0 for 1 on the face mask call.
We'll let that one slide.
Yeah, please, thank you. Let's remember it's early here, folks.
It is.
So unable to clear the zone in time, so Langley will just give it right back to New West with another opportunity on the power play, still with the extra attacker for the next 20 or so seconds as they work it around the perimeter. Now to the near side corner, back to the outside. Running point here is Victoria Kiss. She has it once again. She's going to go through a couple of defenders, somehow still has possession. Pass to the near side as she couldn't quite get through. 10 on the shot clock. Sidearm shot. That goes off that right foot of Aubrey Boyce. And collecting her own rebound is Justine Hong. Down to the corner. Pass goes back to the point. Bounce softly towards Boyce, and she'll take it away. We return back to 5-a-side lacrosse.
A successful penalty kill there for Langley. But again, this New West team just all over them despite being only up by 1.
That forecheck has been causing some problems here early for this Langley team, but it is still just a 1-0 game. An opportunity here to tie things up. And what a way to start this second period that would be, with a successful penalty kill and then the game's tying goal. That would certainly be a lot of momentum, and they'll have to wait for that for the next little bit here as the shot clock expires, and they'll look to get a defensive stop with New West going the other way in transition. 2.5 minutes into the second period. Pressure near center, but Olivia Gaster spins away, one of the captains here for this New West team. She'll head off for a change. As New West looks like they're going 4 righties, 1 lefty, and it is the lone lefty with possession now. Pass finds its way to the near side. Blind shot, and somehow it goes in! What a goal! How did that find its way over the goal line? Claire Miller from the outside, and this New West team has come alive.
Claire Miller, I don't even think she was expecting that to go in herself as she was turning the other way. She just kind of winds it down, and it trickles behind Boyce. And she's turning around ready to play defense, but it goes in. Her girls are running up to her to celebrate.
We'll get a great look at how it went in now. Looks like it just went 5-hole through Aubrey Boyce. Kind of a blind spinning shot from distance. I don't even think the Langley defenders were expecting it. Man, oh man, those are the goals that somehow make a difference on a championship Sunday like this with everything on the line.
Definitely a great way to start the period for New West.
And you could just see the body language of this New West bench. They were fired up after a goal like that. Langley looking to counter, but there's a sharp test and a sharp save by Stefiana Garcia. Langley looking for more, but an elbow save by Garcia, a couple in a row.
Definitely, we'll probably start to see Langley try to shoot the ball a little bit more, just again to keep kind of testing Garcia in the net. She stood tall so far, but Langley's going to have to kind of get more shots on net in order to kind of get back into this one.
And there's that latest goal scoring, Claire Miller. She got bodied, gets back up and keeps after the ball, lost it after a stick check, but again cleans up that loose ball herself. Extra pep in her step after that 2-0 goal. There's a shot and a save, but Langley is going to go back to the penalty box. And another chance for us to pay some bills. Mackie, you want to take this one?
Sure
BC
thing.
Sixes? What do we think about that?
Well, if you're looking to try the new Olympic version of lacrosse, BC Sixes has you covered. Think box lacrosse in the sun, non-stop action and non-stop fun. Find their media on Instagram under BC Sixes and register at bcsixes.com today.
Like a pro. That's why they pay you the big bucks. New West looks to triple up on their lead on the power play once again. Unsuccessful on their last chance, but they did get a goal shortly thereafter, and they cash in this time. Justine Hong makes it a 3-0 game for New West.
And just like that, New West is rolling. You see the ball come back onto the near side. And Hong just lets it rip, comes short side. Big celebration here for New West as they go up 3-0.
Apologies for the technical difficulties here on the broadcast side of things. Would have loved to get look after look at that shot, but battling through some stuff, so bear with us on this Sunday morning. But regardless, Hong puts her team up by 3, and Langley looks for their first goal in transition off the face-off, but Garcia hangs onto it. She'll step out of her crease to just make sure, but she has been strong to start this game and to start this period.
Absolutely, and that's a big save. You know, Langley wins that face-off cleanly and hustles down to their offensive zone. And to be able to kind of stand tall and make that save is a great way to keep momentum going in favor of New West.
Langley is looking for any kind of answer here, and they'll need a defensive stop. You can still get momentum on the defensive side of the floor, and they might have gotten some there as they pick off a pass when there was a target on that near side crease. But now they have to follow it up by getting out of their defensive zone. 10 seconds of that shot clock does wind down, but they do clear the pressure and get over center. Spinning away from that stick check is Aubrey Callard, still with possession, sprinting to the outside, passes over to her right. Bobbling it, though, was Zon Santos, Sarah Zon Santos, that is. Now a shot from distance, deflected, just goes wide, and that shot clock will expire. Just over 13 minutes remaining in the second period. New West looks to go the other way and tries to extend their lead again, currently up 3-0. Now here's Parker Jansen. Pass to the near side corner. Van Leersum pressured from the outside, passes down low. Low shot to follow that one up, and a save by Boyce.
See New West starting to move a little bit more on offense, sending girls behind the crease to try to get some different looks on the net there. So great to kind of see their offense start to flow.
It kind of looks like they've found some more confidence now that they've extended their lead a little bit. They can start to play a little bit looser, but you still have to toe that line and keep that intensity going. And you're seeing it right now on the defensive end. Good defensive shift by Lloyd. She'll do some more of that as Langley still gets a shot on target, but Garcia, who's been strong on that stick, holds the fort. Long pass up near center, picked off, and Langley has a player up the floor. Instead, she's going to take it herself. Here comes Callard on a breakaway and sends it just wide. Oh, man. Zalia Morrison was wide open, but just did not get the feed. And now instead, New West counters with a breakaway of their own, but a great defensive back check by Emerson Dyack. Might have saved a goal there.
Absolutely. Gasser may not be on the score sheet quite yet, but she has a great stick, and she's had a lot of great opportunities on net. So what a great defensive effort there last minute with that stick check.
And she will continue to march on throughout this game as Langley goes the other way. Pass over to that far side. Shot stopped by Garcia. Another stick save for the New West goaltender. And she'll again look for a long breakout pass, but just could not quite get out of her crease in time.
Yeah, Langley definitely starting to add more pressure kind of down low. Before their pressure was more in the middle of the turf here, but they're definitely trying to get that ball as they actually have a turnover there, and will go the other way for New West.
Victoria Kiss picked off that pass. Talk about saving a goal. There was a player wide open on that crease, and she took it away instead and sends her team back into the offensive zone. And here's that aforementioned Olivia Gaster. She'll dish off and head off for a change. Now pass to the far side. Here's Parsons. She opened the scoring in this game. She takes a couple of high checks there, no call. No worse for wear as some of the parents voice their displeasure. Still somehow with possession, and now she loses it as the shot clock expires. Now she'll head back for a defensive shift. Over the center line comes Taryn Lifton. Dishes over to her right. Sarah Zonsantos going to battle for it. Had it for a moment, but lost it. And that'll be an interference call on the moving pick set by Callie Torgerson. But she'll stay and apply some pressure here on the forecheck. New West able to break free. Spinning away near center is Michaela Tan. Looks over to her left, has teammate open and Ayla Lloyd. Spinning away, shot clock down to about 10 seconds. Looking for a shot lane, now looking for someone to pass to as she rounds the corner from behind the net. Falls into the boards for a moment, but finds someone to the outside. Low shot, stopped by Boyce. And she'll drag it back into her crease herself. Now here comes this Langley team in transition as the ball goes over to Kate Falk. Now near side, back to the point. Heavy shot. Don't think that got through as it goes off a defender's foot and falls towards Garcia. Now she'll leave for a defender at that far side.
Langley electing to kind of settle for a lot of those outside shots. Now, she's using a ton of the shot clock. There's about 15 seconds left on that one, so I'd love to see them kind of wait, wind down the clock, use it a little bit more to their advantage to see if they can get girls open and have a little bit more high-quality shot.
Those nerves might be starting to creep in here with everything on the line, and New West looking for more, already with a commanding 3-0 lead, but still around 9 minutes to go, 8:45 to be exact. There's a nice elbow save by Aubrey Boyce, and she sends it over to the far side, but New West keeps after it, looking for more. Fake shot, now back over to the far side. Gaster returns it. Shot sent just wide by Hong, looking for her second of the game. Shot clock down to 12. Gaster, one defender to beat. Spins underneath. Runs into a second check, still with possession somehow. Shoots, scores! What a goal by Olivia Gaster. You could tell she wanted one, and she finally finds the back of the net.
What an effort here. Tries to take her defender over the top, sneaks through the middle, picks up the ball as it kind of fell loose, and just buries that one past Boyce to put New West up 4-0. We'll get a great angle here. She kind of bobbles it a bit. But New West has just been all over those 50-50 balls, and that's really the difference here is when you're able to kind of find those gritty, loose balls in the corners right by the crease. Those are where you get your good opportunities, and New West just continues to roll here.
It's those gritty efforts, exactly as you said, and being able to bear down. It's unbelievable that Gaster was able to hang on to possession with 4 defenders circling her. But those are the efforts that you're talking about that really make a difference. And now we have a player down as a check from behind in front of the Langley bench, but glad to see she gets up right away. And Langley with an opportunity to try to counter here and get their first of the game on the power play. Pro Caliber Lacrosse is BC's premier travel and development program, and registration just opened up. Their year-round programming for boys and girls provides an unmatched environment to develop life skills and achieve personal goals. Don't miss your chance to be part of the PCL family. Visit ProCaliberLacrosse.com to learn more. So Langley with a chance to try to get their first shot, stopped by Garcia. Langley keeps possession. Back to the outside they go. Now to the righties. Quick shot from distance. Again blocked. New West has done a great job of here of putting their bodies on the line and taking away some of these saves that Garcia just doesn't need to make.
Absolutely a great defensive effort by New West there, but a good opportunity here for Langley to try and get themselves in this one and try to find their first goal here, as they've got a big penalty towards New West that they've got opportunity to hopefully find one or more on the power play.
It was a 4-minute for checking from behind. Good effort defensively there by Claire Miller. She's got a goal in this game, and she's getting it done on the penalty kill as well, deflecting that away. Langley still with 15 on the shot clock. 3 minutes on the power play. Pass over to the far side, looking for that pick and roll. Instead, they send a skip pass to the near side. They have someone open down low on the crease. They can send it down. Instead, deflecting it down there from the shooter position. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in the second period. Shot clock violation goes against Langley, and New West just refusing to let Langley get any looks, even from the perimeter through this power play.
Absolutely. They've been relentless on defense all game, but this penalty kill, again, they've got a long time to kill here, and they're looking pretty good so far, despite turning the ball over with the good pressure from Langley.
There's that forecheck that we haven't seen a ton from Langley to this point in this game, but they cause a turnover and get an extra possession here on the power play. Back to the point they go. This is Bresden. Passes to the near side, now far side crease. Shot goes just wide. No save necessary again from Garcia, but they keep after it. Shot from distance, which goes high over the mask. Option from the crease, and Garcia steps over to her right and shuts the door when it matters most.
That was a great opportunity. Cross crease can be quite dangerous, especially on a power play, shifting that box that they're playing on defense. But man, Garcia is having quite a game here so far today.
And Langley causing another turnover. Now it turns into a 2-on-1. Pass on top of the crease. Shot saved by Garcia again. She's been the best penalty killer to this point, and that trend looks to continue, and now she'll send it up the floor. Deflected pass. Langley gets it once again. Still on the power play for a minute and a half. Shot deflected and sent over to the corner. Langley trying to keep after it, but there's Claire Miller doing it again on the penalty kill, boxing out her opponent from the corner. Langley keeps possession, working through the middle. Shot saved by Garcia. Rebound goes behind the net. Langley gets the loose ball again. You can smell a goal coming.
Absolutely. You see that they're shifting this defense kind of out of their spot in their box that they're playing on this penalty kill here. Langley tried to get a few shot opportunities, but here we go in transition.
We talk about that momentum swing. Sorry, Mac, I didn't mean to cut you off. Apologies. We talk about that momentum swing and how it can happen on either end of the floor, but talk about the momentum swing that can come from a 4-minute successful penalty kill. What does that do for morale on the bench?
Oh, absolutely. It just fires them up. To be able to kind of kill this for so long is great. It's a lot of effort to kind of kill a penalty for 4 minutes. It's tiring to kind of get out to hands to eliminate a lot of shots, but they've done a great job so far, as we've seen here, and it'll just kind of continue to let them roll.
Langley with another opportunity in transition. Still on the power play for the next 15 seconds. Can they find a goal here? Loose ball falls towards the center line. There was a player there who's just unaware of it as Lauren Wong was heading off for a change. Now she'll complete that. So we're about to return to 5-on-5 lacrosse, and we will do so now. Langley, unless they can get a quick shot, they do, but it goes just wide. Rebound picked up in front of the net. They cause another turnover. Still available as it deflects towards Garcia, and she'll hang on. What a penalty kill for this New West team, and Garcia tries to send it up the floor. Somehow getting a stick on it was Caroline Parsons. She got two teammates in front of her, sends one towards the corner now. Can New West get one on their own again? Already up by 4. Huge penalty kill, now looking for some more on offense. There's a shot labeled for that top corner, sent just wide. As Claire Miller was looking for her second of the game. Now down to 2:15 to play in the second period. Shots, again, are pretty even. 20 for this Langley Semiahmoo team to 17 for New West Burnaby, but it is that New West Burnaby team leading 4-0. Looking for a shot from the outside is Morrison. Sends it over to the corner. Under 2 minutes now to play in the second period. Shot clock down to 8. Coaches want a shot. Another blocked shot sent to the corner, and that should expire the shot clock. As Miller comes in to collect, and she'll wait for some of these forecheckers to clear out. A veteran play, I would say.
Absolutely, and another great defensive set for this New West team. They're getting out. They're literally not letting these girls get into the middle. Langley having a really hard time trying to get good shot opportunities, and then New West are getting sticks in lanes and able to block a ton of shots so far this morning.
They're forced to these perimeter shots, and when they do get them, it just seems that Stefiana Garcia is shutting the door time after time, even now making some of those saves that you don't really expect a goaltender to make when they are able to get it across the crease.
Absolutely. She has been lights out for New West.
Goaltender needs to be your best penalty killer, and she was exactly that. And New West will look to build off of that as we now approach the minute marker. Less than a minute to go. There's a shot sent over the net. Loose ball cleaned up by New West. Now to the outside. Heavy shot and a stick save by Boyce, her first one in a while. And she'll hang on to the rebound, look to initiate some transition. 40 seconds to go. She'll lob one towards her bench. Emerson Dyack takes it. She's got a defender on her back. Spins away from the pressure. Pass to the near side, bobbled but collected by Callard. She sprints away from the pressure, courtesy of Parsons. Working her way, tries a shovel shot on top of the crease. Couldn't get it towards the goal. And again, New West able to just wind down this shot clock. Can they get one final look with 15 seconds to go in the period? Content with slowing down the play is Justine Hong, and New West might just wind down the rest of this clock. 5 seconds to go, and they'll just play pass from the outside, getting away from some pressure. And New West Burnaby are 20 minutes away from a provincial championship. Mackey, as the team in the lead right now, what has to be done to really bear down and secure the bag here with 20 minutes to go?
Well, I think, you know, the old saying, defense wins championships is definitely a good feeling for this New West team. They killed that big penalty. They've had lockdown, wasting a lot of shot clock opportunities for this Langley team. So I think they've just got to kind of grind it through. They've played really well so far, dominating all over the floor. And so I think they've kind of just got to stick to their guns and continue to not let up. And
then if you're Langley, what has to happen? How do you get back into this game here?
I think their defense has played pretty well. Boyce has done a good job in net. Obviously, you know, the score doesn't really say that right now. But I think it's just their offense has got to start going. And, you know, you got to take those opportunities when you have a big power play like that to kind of be able to take advantage. And unfortunately, they weren't able to do so. So they've really got to start kind of firing early on to kind of get a lot of shots on net here to see if they can get back within this one.
Justine Hong, Caroline Parsons, Olivia Gaster, and Claire Miller are your goal scorers for this New West Burnaby team, and they, along with their teammates, are 20 minutes away from a provincial championship. We're going to step aside for the next 4 or so minutes, and we're going to be back with third period action coming right up live on BC Sports TV. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen. And before we get too far, let's pay some bills, shall we?
Absolutely. Jenner Chevrolet Buick GMC of Victoria, BC is this proud sponsor of the beautiful game of lacrosse. Are you in the market for an EV, a truck, grocery getter, or a sports car? Look no further. Find their inventory online at jennerchev.com.
I made the transition to a grocery getter, I would say. Best decision I've ever made.
Absolutely.
So much room available.
100%. So many room for groceries and other activities,
All the activities you could ever ask for. And we are back for Championship Sunday, the third and final period here in this first game of the day between New West Burnaby and Langley Semiahmoo. And it is this New West team with the commanding 4-0 lead, and they immediately go back to work on the offensive side. Langley needs to get going here, and it might have to start with a defensive stop as New West with some healthy ball movement around the outside, but Langley doing a good job of keeping them to the perimeter. Fake shot around the corner. Shot stopped by Boyce. She'll hang on to the loose ball and look up in transition. Quick up as there's a little extra speed in this Langley team early as Charlie Bresden. It's the captain. Finds some room. Takes a look around. Sends it down low to the corner. Pass bobbled. Loose ball available still. As it got kicked back out to the outside. Bresden looking to drag her team back into the fight. Keeps that loose ball as an option. Kicks it over to a teammate along the near side. As Falk sends one towards the goal. Where is it? It ends up behind the net following the save by Garcia. And that interference call going against Olivia Gaster earns a fresh 30 here for this Langley team. Trying to build some of those blocks here and turn them into momentum. So we're over a minute into this third and final frame. Bresden stumbles. The turf monster coming to play here early. Shot from distance, and they score! A missile from the outside. Zalia Morrison gets Langley on the board.
Well, isn't that a way to start the third period for Langley? Bresden kind of trips up, but found Morrison outside, and she'll take a big, heavy outside shot around her defender and sneaks it far side to get them their first goal of the morning.
Just a rip from distance makes the mesh ripple, and give a lot of that goal as well to Charlie Bresden, the captain who kept that play alive by just kicking that loose ball away from those New West sticks. It eventually turned into a turnover, or at least a fresh 30 on the interference call, and then wound up in the back of the net. And now these Langley parents have come alive, injecting some more noise into this building, and maybe that can translate onto the floor as well. So Langley now tries to cause a turnover. Lauren Wong applying some of the pressure. New West able to get free of it thanks to the efforts of Caroline Parsons. She's got a goal in this game, and now will try to keep momentum in her team's favor. She gets it into the offensive zone and sends it over to the far side. Bobbled pass, the shot clock 5 seconds away from expiring. Out of the near side, can they get a last second shot? No, a great defensive effort by Sarah Zon Santos. She sends the lone New West offensive player into the corner, and now Langley again looks to carry some of that momentum up to 22 shots in this game so far. So we're just over 2 minutes through, now down by just 3. They try a pick and roll play, doesn't quite work, but they keep possession, sending it back to the outside. Shot clock under 10 seconds. Rounding the corner, through the middle, bounce shot deflected, ends up in the corner. And New West able to just kill the rest of this clock. So a good, successful defensive shift for this New West team following their last one where they allowed a goal.
Definitely a big shift for the New West defense there. But again, this Langley team definitely has some extra pep in their step, as you said. Really all over the New West in transition here, trying to do everything they can to get the ball in their possession, and they do here with an interference call.
Just a great effort there on the forecheck, and they keep possession. There is that captain and Charlie Bresden. Pass to the near side, shot, and they score again! 2 straight goals for Langley. Another one from the outside finds the top corner.
Again, what a way to start here. Morrison has the hot hand right now. Again, shot lethal sidearm windup. Rips past Garcia and splits this lead in half for New West. Again, we'll just see that ring the top corner there and bar Mexico cross goal line.
just absolutely filthy. So now, what are you saying if you're the coaching staff of this New West team where some of that doubt might be starting to seep in? How do you make sure the focus maintains on what you've done to build this lead and how you've been successful to this point?
Absolutely. It's all about composure. Again, you kind of talk about those nerves kind of start to creep in. A lot of mental mistakes can be made when you kind of get a momentum change in a game, but being able to kind of keep it settled, stick to what you've been doing, and continue to kind of put shots on net.
And they will try to do exactly that. There's a high stick, not called, but they do get a shot through thanks to the effort of Parsons. And she's down here, a little bit shaken up and slow to get back to her feet. No penalty on the play, and it ends up being Langley possession, so Bresden will sprint the floor. It's that Langley captain absorbing a couple of stick checks. Lost the ball thanks to those stick checks, and Rachel Dakotas tries to go the other way, but again, the captain and Bresden causes another turnover. Langley all of a sudden is all over this New West team, and they're going to go to the power play here with an opportunity to cut the lead down to 1.
Yeah, if you're Langley, couldn't really draw up a better way to start this third period.
From coast to coast, youth to college, U.S. Box is the largest box lacrosse program for both men and women in the U.S. Girls events in Los Angeles, Arizona, San Jose, and now Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Check them out online, usboxla.com, and register today. So this is where that composure of this New West team is going to have to come to play, with Langley having all sorts of momentum. They've put in that seed of doubt for this New West team, and a goal here could completely change the outcome with plenty of time remaining in this game. 16:09 exactly. And they will go to work early. There's that position they've scored from twice in this third period as the pass through to the middle was deflected. They'll keep after it. And it's eventually collected by Taryn Lifton. Pass down low to the crease. Tiptoes, gets a shot off, but cannot quite avoid the crease. Garcia might have caught a piece of it as well, but New West will escape this possession unscathed here. Langley with the heavy forecheck once again. 3 members of this Langley team going up against 2 for New West. And there's that 10-second count. Langley, all of a sudden now, they're looking for more. 15 and a half to play. 1:20 remaining on their power play. So they take it around the perimeter. Now near side feed to Kate Falk. Returns it to her left. 18 on the shot clock. They work the pick and roll again. Back over to the captain. Down low, far side. They got Falk at the near side. They send it to her now. Shot off the crest. Loose ball falls in front of the crease, and battling for it is Emerson Dyack. She'll battle with Justine Hong, and Dyack comes up with it. On top of the crease, shot, saved by Garcia. Rebound goes to the near side corner. Still a possession, but the pass is picked off by Gaster. And she'll try to sprint through a couple of forecheckers. She's 1-on-4, loses possession, and Langley will take it back. What an effort this game by Gaster. As she takes on 4 members of this New West team, but Langley earns possession again off the turnover. Pass down low to the near side. Elbow save by Garcia. She deflects that over to the corner. 25 seconds remaining in the power play.
The ball movement from Langley has definitely improved this period. It's kind of like hot potato out there. They're really quick in and out of their sticks, trying to find that extra open girl. We've had a few good chances here, but Garcia definitely standing tall as they're about to kill this penalty. There's 5 seconds remaining.
Ball goes back into the offensive sticks of Langley as they have someone open on the crease. They fire one looking top corner, but sending it just wide was Sarazon Santos. Also stepped to the crease, and now we're back to 5-on-5, and New West has a player all the way up if they can send her the other way, but Langley eventually realizes what was going on, and Madison Van Leersum unfortunately did not get the pass into her in time. She's going to continue to battle for it. Narrowly avoids the crease, keeps possession, but then lost it as she tried to escape the pressure. And Langley will go back over center once again. Charlie Bresden waits for reinforcements. They join her now. She wants to head off for a change, so she'll dish and do exactly that. 15 on the shot clock. Pass to the far side was deflected. Loose ball goes down to the turf. Collected here by Lifton. They got the reset as well, so a fresh 30 to work with. Pass to the near side. In comes the double team. Escaping that is Dyak. Sends it back to the point. She wants it returned to her. Instead, over to the far side. Heavy shot sent just wide now into the corner. 15 on the shot clock. Dyak with it again. Lobs one to the shooter position. Near side. Taryn Lifton. Kept to that restraining line pressure. She sends it over to the far side half wall. Zalia Morrison has the two Langley goals. Alexa just dump it down to the corner, and now she'll apply some pressure.
A great defensive possession there for New West. As they waste that shot clock, now they'll try to go the other way. See if they can get their lead back up to 3 here.
Important to remember that the clock is not the friend of this Langley team here, so the more solid defensive shifts that New West can put together, the better off they will be, and the more pressure will mount against this Langley team. But they've done pretty well so far. Down 4-0 after 40 minutes of action, and then just a few minutes into the third period, they find the back of the net twice. Now up to 26 shots in this game. So they get it back into the offensive zone with speed. Here's Kate Falk. Spins away from the first check. Another one of the captains on this Langley team. Back to the point. Shot towards the goal. Garcia deflects it over to the corner. Bresden collects. Sends it back to the outside. Lauren Wong, now near side feed. Shot almost finds that far side post, but Garcia got enough of it to send it into the stick of Olivia Gaster. Full head of steam. 2 defenders on her back, 2 in front of her as well. She lost it on the stick check from behind, and Boyce has seen enough.
Good pressure there from Langley. We've seen Gaster able to kind of split her defender, so a great effort there. Langley doing a really good job getting repossessions on their offensive side to try to get as many shot opportunities as they can as the time is only winding down.
Really finding a way to swarm on the defensive end as well is this Langley team, but they've caused a turnover once again. Now looking for more with a shot from distance. Stopped by Garcia. Rebound available, and they do collect. Fresh 30 here as that pass was well out of the reach of the intended target, but they keep after it. New West electing to play a bit of a zone defense, it looks like. Trying to keep Langley to the outside. Shot clock goes down to 8. Shot and a stick save by Garcia. And we'll get a quick water break for these goaltenders. So we talked about the message from the New West bench and their coaching staff, and how do you keep momentum on your side? How do you keep that composure when you've given up 2 early goals and this Langley team is trying to mount a comeback? But now if you're this Langley coaching staff, you had those 2 early goals, and then you haven't really been able to find anything for the last 5 or so minutes in terms of goals. You're still getting your chances. If you're their coaching staff, what's your message to the team?
Yeah, I think they've got to keep shooting. They have those opportunities. Again, we kind of talked earlier, shoot till you're hot. That's really what they've got to do here. They've got to continue their pressure, right? Time is not their friend, as you mentioned before. So they've got to do all those little things right in order to get as much offensive possession time as they can. Again, those 50 balls in the corners, rebounds, second off possessions, those sorts of things to try to get them back into this one even more so than they kind of already have to start out this third period.
Something that I've heard you talk about before as well is the attitude and effort, something that you can control so heavily.
Definitely.
And that is something that this Langley team has really looked into here, as they were down by 4 and still have found a way to keep those attitudes and efforts high and in their favor. And now they found themselves in a position where they can try to complete this comeback. Down by 2 with half of the third period to go, as there's a spin move through the middle by the Langley captain. She gets a shot off and just narrowly avoids that short side. Pass to the outside now. Shot goes down to the corner. Bresden wanted it as well, as it goes off the end boards and back towards the restraining line. Under 10 seconds to shoot. Here's Falk from distance. Shot by Morrison, stopped by Garcia. And you talk about as well, shoot till you're hot. How about that for Zalia Morrison? 2 goals in this game for Langley, and both of them coming in this third period. I think Langley's found their hot stick.
Absolutely, and it's so important for these girls to come into this period knowing that they're not down and out of this. We talked about those attitude and effort, but also just knowing that any given Sunday is the saying, and that is certainly the vibe that Langley is performing with right now in this third period, kind of never giving up. And and playing till the final whistle goes.
Why not us is what this Langley team is saying, and they'll look for a big penalty kill here as New West can try to, at the very least, pause some of this comeback or maybe get some momentum back in their favor on the power play. Extreme Threads is your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing designs, and sublimated team uniforms. Now offering tents, banners, flags, decals, signs, and more. And you can check them out online, extremethreads.ca. New West looks for more here on the power play. Trying to get that lead back up to 3 once again. They'll work it over to the far side. Shot from distance. Saved by Boyce. Fresh 30 here from New West as they collect along the near side. Back to the point they go. Now the righties will go to work as they send it to that far side crease. Here's Justine Hong. Looking for her second. Sends that just wide. Reaching for the rebound was Darren. And she'll collect near the center line. 10 to shoot. It's Gaster looking for a shooting lane. Sends it over to the far side instead. Justine Hong sends one towards the goal. Aubrey Boyce gets a leg on it. We'll call that a fake shot as the ball just slipped out of the stick of Gaster while she was winding up. Now Justine Hong looking for another. A bounce shot labeled for that top corner. Just bounces early and over the net. Now pressure here from New West, but Langley gets through it and looks for another one. As Sarazan Santos sends it over to her right. Absorbing a check was Charlie Bresden. Shot from the near side, stopped by Garcia. And New West still on the power play for the next 45 seconds or less. Try to go back the other way. Loose ball falls to Gaster.
What an effort there from Langley's defense. Able to pick up that ball and kind of push pace a little bit going the other way.
An opportunity shorthanded in the offensive zone. And they'll need to continue that on this end of the floor as they're still shorthanded for the next 25 seconds. New West working it around the outside. One lone lefty. And it is Gaster. Her shot goes wide and off the corner boards. Got to be so careful about those rebounds when you shoot wide and they go off the corner boards as well, because it's a very easy opportunity in transition for the defending team. Now we're about to return to 5-on-5 action, so a successful kill for Langley. Again, just trying to build those blocks and those momentum pieces. They around the corner from behind, pass in front, shot stopped by Garcia. Remember that save, folks. That one would have been huge for this Langley team, but Garcia, again, remains the best defender here for this New West team, and she's going to have to make another save here likely as Langley causes another turnover.
Again, Langley with that heavy forecheck, just doing everything they can to get the ball back on their offensive side to try to give more tests to Garcia. Make this a one-goal game.
That shot goes off the turf and over the net. But there's that forecheck again of this Langley team. Aubrey Callard trying to cause a turnover, but New West able to break free. They do get over the center line, but there's that pressure again from the outside. It's Callard. Retreated for a moment. Again, goes to apply that pressure. New West getting free for a moment. They send a shot towards the goal, sent just wide. And the loose ball is collected, or at least battled for by Sears. Somehow New West comes up with it. 5 to shoot. Near side feed. Gaster looking for a lane. Keeping possession. Runs into 3 defenders. Span back and lost it. A huge defensive shift by Langley now with 6:15 remaining in the third period. Here comes Langley once again. Falk gets around the first checker. Shot off the post. Off the inside of the post and out the other side, so they get the reset. And again, you can start to feel the walls closing in a little bit here with Langley looking to complete this comeback. They get another shot going off the shoulder of Garcia. She sends it behind the net. It's on Santos. Pass over to that far side crease, bobbled by the intended target, who falls and takes an interference call as well. Might have been a crease call, actually. I might be 0 for 2 on those.
We'll let it slide. It's the first game of the morning.
Thank you so much.
We'll get better as the day goes on.
There's a reason I wasn't an official, and it's because I don't know the rules.
That would do it. That would do it.
It's just one of those close your eyes and swing your stick kind of situations and hope you're successful.
Exactly. Flip a coin.
Exactly. New West looking for a shot. They get one, and a glove stop courtesy of Aubrey Boyce. Rebound ricochets over to the near side. Loose ball battle ensues. And we're going to get an interference call going against Langley. Game clock now down to 5 minutes and 10 seconds away from a New West championship or a Langley comeback. Time will tell. As New West works around the outside. Skip pass finds its way down low to the far side corner. Now back to the outside to Claire Miller. She got a goal in this game. Couldn't find her second, and Langley takes the loose ball. Lobbed pass goes the length of the floor. Collected by the aforementioned Claire Miller. Head up the whole way as she sends one through to the middle, out of the reach of Olivia Darren. She'll keep after it, but Langley takes it away.
Definitely a faster pace right now as both teams are kind of trying to push a little bit, but it's really important right now to take care of the ball for both teams, really, and not kind of force those turnovers in transition, as those can definitely turn into offense for both teams.
The longer this goes on, the more desperate Langley will get as they get another shot off. Garcia shuts the door. Rebound falls to her right, and Langley again gets an offensive loose ball. So they send it now to the outside. 4 minutes remaining. Langley with 2 early goals in this period, nothing since. Down by 2 as they send one towards the goal, blocked. Second chance and a save by Garcia. Loose ball falls in front of the net now. 4 members of this Langley team digging for the loose ball, and they come up with it. As the captain, again, Charlie Bresden getting into the mix. She gets around the first defender, sends it over to her left. Taken away as Falk sends it back to the outside. Bresden returns it to Falk. Shot stopped by Garcia, and she'll look up the floor here to try to find someone in transition, but New West instead will call a timeout, and Langley just cannot find a way to beat Garcia in the later stages of this third.
Seems like they can't buy a goal right now. They're doing everything right on offense, trying to get girls open, cutting through the middle, setting those picks, and finding that shot. Garcia's really standing tall here in the final few minutes to try to push her team to a gold medal.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe at this point the game winner, if it stays the way that it is, would go to Caroline Parsons. If I'm not mistaken, but again, I could be wrong. Have you ever had a chance on that? Have you ever had a provincial winning goal to your name before?
Oh, well, goodness, no. Goodness, no. I was more of a defender, I'd like to say. Yeah. Not a huge goal scorer.
You've got some goals in your stick, though. Come on.
Oh,
don't sell yourself short here. We've seen some of those. We've seen you rip a couple of those. Would you say Bar Mexico? Is that what you said? And Langley will look to do their best Mackie Jenner impression here with some of those Bar Mexico shots. They've hit the post in this period as well, but it's gone to the outside instead of the inside. And they'll have to start off with some of that forechecking pressure that we've seen so often, especially in that third period. Early pressure courtesy of Aubrey Callard, but New West able to break free of that and sprint over the center line. You can feel the anticipation of a championship building from the New West parents here in the stands. They got the cowbells going, creating all sorts of noise for this New West team. Now down to 3 minutes remaining in this championship game. They work it around the outside, shot low, wide, ends up in the corner. 3 to shoot. Can they get one final one towards the goal? They do send it on target, but the shot clock expires before it made contact with Boyce.
They really used a lot of that shot clock. I'm sure that's something their coach was talking to them about in that timeout, is really using the clock to their advantage, as obviously they have the upper hand right here. So using that shot clock, not wasting a ton of shots early on, and obviously going to have to play some tough defense here.
And they've kept Langley to the outside to this point as Falk spins away from a defender. Shot, scores! What a goal by Kate Falk as she stings that top corner and gets her team within 1 with 2:26 to play.
What a goal for Falk. She has been an absolute menace all game. Again, not on the score sheet, but look at that rocker move. She kind of turns back towards her defender and then just lets it fly. Here, a great step, trying to get her defender on her back. And what's really important to know is when you get your hands free, you can have a good shot. That's something a lot of coaches will emphasize to their girls, is you don't need to be wide open to have a shot. As soon as you get your stick open, you're good to go. And Falk absolutely capitalized on that, making this a 1-goal game.
And they followed up with a face-off win and possession. There's the latest goal scorer, Falk, and she's going to draw a penalty as well, it looks like, as the loose ball falls towards some feet, and there is our whistle. It'll be a high sticking call, and it'll go against Caroline Parsons. And what a turn of events we have here in this third period. Are you looking to try the new Olympic version of lacrosse? BC Sixes has you covered. Think box lacrosse in the sun, non-stop action, non-stop fun. You can find their media on Instagram under BC Sixes and register bc6s.com today. 2:05 remaining. The lead is cut down to 1. Falk is back out on the turf. She has the latest goal and the drawn penalties. They send it down low to the crease, and a great save by Garcia. Rebound falls to the corner. Langley keeps possession. They got someone down low on the crease. They find her. Pass to the near side. Shot deflected off a stick check.
Great ball movement here by Langley, really trying to find that extra pass as they'll keep possession here.
Now getting through is Bresden. Fires one and scores! The captain comes up clutch with 1:31 to play.
Wow. Whatever their coach said to them in between that intermission, what an effort here. Again, just those little things, doing them right on the inside, picking up loose balls. She beats her defender inside the middle there and just winds up tying this game here with 1:31 to go. And this is what it's all about.
Welcome to Championship Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see the coaching staff of this Langley bench as well, instructing their players on the floor for the face-off to just settle down. Don't let the emotions get too much of the best of you, because they might need a defensive stop here as well with some momentum on their side. And New West wins a face-off and goes back the other way, looking to reclaim the lead as we return to 5-on-5 lacrosse. Following that power play goal, Gaster skips one, or tries to, but deflected away. Back to the outside. Loose ball battle goes as the captain for this Langley team has a goal and now causes a turnover there on the interference call. She'll look up, connecting a pass near the center line with Taryn Lipton. Here comes Langley. 1 minute to go, all tied up at 4 aside. There's the pick and roll. Shot from distance and a stick save by Garcia, maybe her most important save of the morning thus far. New West comes up with it, but they cannot clear the zone. Langley causes another turnover as Falk connects with the captain. Bresden gets around a second defender, draws another penalty, 33 seconds to play. Pass goes down to the corner, kept to the outside, now far side through the middle. Falk robbed by Garcia. What a save by the New West goaltender. But Langley is going to go back to the power play with 25.8 seconds to play.
What a save for Garcia. Unfortunate for New West to kind of take that penalty with such little time left, but a great opportunity here for Langley.
I believe we have a timeout being called by this Langley team. We might see a provincial winning goal before us in just a moment. So we get a brief stoppage here, and you're getting a great look at that Langley coaching staff right now, providing some instruction for their players. And again, now the tides have completely turned. We talked about before about the Langley coaching staff. How are they going to instruct their players to still keep their foot on the gas and get back into this game despite being down by 4? Now it's New West in that position. What do you think they're saying to their players right now?
Yeah, well, obviously that last goal came on a power play, so this penalty kill is really going to have to step it up and try to lock down. Again, try to keep shots from the outside if they can. The last few have come from the middle, so try to keep those girls outside again. Take care of the ball. Obviously, they're going to want to try and kind of shoot a girl up the floor, see if they can get something in transition. Here short-handed, but definitely going to have to rely on Garcia to make a few good saves here as well.
And remember, it feels like days ago now, but way back in the first period, if I'm not mistaken, there was a 4-minute power play for Langley, and New West was able to kill the entirety of it. They'll need to channel more of that once again as Langley will take possession and start us off once again. 25 seconds to play. On the power play, they'll work it around the outside. It's Bresden and Falk, two of the goal scorers here in this third period, back out on the turf. Falk wants it. She gets it. Backpedals away from the early pressure from Parsons. Falk with a shot blocked by a defender, and Garcia hangs on to it. 8 seconds to play. She'll send it all the way down the turf. And that should do it for this third period. And full disclosure, I have no idea what the overtime rules here are.
I'm going to follow up by saying I also do not know what the overtime rules are, but what a game we've had so far, and just what a comeback for this Langley team.
I'm trying to read the lips of the officials who are currently going to the coaching staffs of both teams to explain. But what a way to start this championship Sunday with an overtime provincial championship game. There will be a winner by the end of this. There will be a hero on the turf in just a moment. It's just a matter of who it's going to be. We're going to step aside, though, for the next 5 or so minutes as we take a brief intermission. Do not go too far, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a huge overtime period just around the corner. You're watching Provincial Championship Sunday live on BC Sports TV. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen. We got mostly confirmed answers that it will be a full-time overtime period, no golden goal, but it will be this Langley Semiahmoo team starting off on the power play for the next minute and 35 or less, of course. Mackie, what is going through the minds of these athletes on the turf right now? Everything is on the line. They have one more period to get it done. What is going through their minds?
Probably a lot of nerves, but at the same time, a lot of excitement. It can be hard, you fought all the way back if you're Langley, so you want to kind of keep this momentum going. And New West, they've had a tough last period, and so they've really got to kind of stand on their heads. I saw kind of their coaches talking to both teams just about keeping composure and being really smart with the ball. Again, when those nerves are high, mental mistakes can kind of be made, so it's really important to keep care of the ball, make 100% passes, and we'll see what we have here.
And they go to work on the power play. Shot clock down to about 5 seconds as Bresden sends one towards the goal. She had a goal back in that third period. They throw a sharp angle shot on target, but Garcia hugs the post and keeps that one out of danger. Still shorthanded for the next 50 seconds. Got to get this one over center. They throw it down and get it over just in time as the two goaltenders essentially play a pass for a moment, and Langley will get another opportunity on the power play. Already a minute through the overtime period. Is that correct? Shots are 42-24 in favor of Langley. That is absurd.
They absolutely started firing, obviously, in that last period there. But again, they're looking for that extra person and getting a lot of great opportunities to get shots on net. And that really is the difference in this game.
And New West doesn't want to take any chances. They picked off a pass through the middle and just lob it down the length of the floor. 13 seconds away from another successful penalty kill. No goals for this New West team since the second period. As here's Kate Falk, another one of those goal scorers from the third. So they throw one towards the goal, again blocked by Caroline Parsons, and we're back to 5-on-5 action. So that's got to be a brutal feeling for Kate Launt watching in from the sin bin for as long as she was, but she is back out on the turf and ready to battle. Healthy stick check, but Bresden unable to dial that one in. Short side, Langley keeps possession. 15 on the clock. 8 minutes remaining in the overtime period. Down low to the corner. Working through the middle. Shot blocked again. Another one for Parsons. That's 2 blocks on this defensive shift alone. And now New West has a player up the floor. If they can look up and find her, got to avoid that crease as they take it behind. Now they lob it towards the center line, but Langley became aware and will take it right back. Falk on her own side of center, spinning away from the pressure. Sends one back into the offensive zone. Callard has to take it off the bounce. Into the offensive zone come this Langley team. Is there a game winner on the horizon? Stick check, jars it free, but an interference call goes against New West. Langley will get a fresh 30. Late change here is Charlie Bresden. The captain will rejoin the fray. She tied this game and is back out on the turf once again. Pass goes high off of her stick, back towards the center line. If they can keep possession, there's still half of the shot clock remaining. They do exactly that. Gets it down to 13 seconds. Near side feed goes down low to the crease. Working through, shot goes off a stick and well wide. Garcia makes a save on a second chance and takes away that opportunity from Langley.
That was a great offensive possession there and a really good look there at the net, but a great last-minute check there by New West to kind of send that ball wide.
The Bellies have yet to have an offensive shift to this point in the overtime period, and they will have to wait and look for another defensive stop here as New West causes another turnover. Shot goes just wide. Bresden battles for the loose ball. She bats it over to the corner. Another late change as Taryn Lifton is the late player joining the fray. She'll wait near the perimeter. As Bresden comes in to help a teammate who is currently pinned in the corner boards. And that'll draw a whistle and give possession back to New West. Will they finally be able to escape their zone?
Langley just so heavy on this pressure, and that's also been a big factor in this one. They just seem hungry, and oftentimes it can come down to who wants it more. And the way that Langley is playing so far right now is definitely giving that they want this.
New West with their first offensive possession. Shot fought off by Boyce. Goes off her elbow and in front of the crease. Her first test of the period. And Langley looks to go the other way. The crazy thing about this New West pressure, or excuse me, about this Langley pressure is it was virtually non-existent for the first two periods. Then the third, it just came out of nowhere and caused all sorts of problems for this New West team trying to come out of their zone. And it's proved to be more of the same here in this overtime frame as well as Langley just with, or excuse me, New West with just that one offensive shift to this point.
Absolutely, and that can be a big factor. And they're just not getting tired here either. They're keeping that pressure on, disallowing any really clean transition and, like you said, offensive opportunities for New West, keeping it in this zone.
Certainly an extra edge of injected life here for this Langley team since that third period. Now looking for a game winner as they send it down to the crease. A big hit and getting a shot off as it bounces off the turf into the face mask of Stefiana Garcia. She again remains the most important defender on the floor right now for this New West team, and she earns another save. New West gets free of that. Langley now up to 44 shots. As New West looks for one of their own. They get a shot off, and Boyce shuts the door, hanging on to the loose ball. So if the shots are accurate, that means Garcia is up to 40 saves in this game. Just unbelievable from the New West goaltender. Just continues to battle through while Langley completed their comeback and now looks for more here in overtime, which we are now down under 4 minutes remaining. There's a shot into the crest of Garcia. Caught a bit of that neck protector, earning a whistle, and she'll look the other way in transition as she sends one on a rope towards the center line. They have another player up. If they can hit Jansen, they do send it to her. Now bobbled it, still with it somehow, now loses it. She'll keep after it and draw an interference call. New West wants a high sticking penalty. Not going to win that argument. Jansen back to her feet, and she'll head off for a change.
Despite taking a big hit there, a great effort by Jansen to try to keep that ball in this end, giving New West another opportunity to get a shot on net here.
Can they earn their fallen teammate a game-winning goal here? Working around the perimeter. 10 seconds to shoot. Back to the outside, now far side feed. The captain gets around the first defender and sends a shot wide, but we will now get a Langley penalty, and New West with an opportunity on the power play to find a game winner. Jenner Chevrolet Buick GMC of Victoria, BC is a proud sponsor of the beautiful game of lacrosse. Are you in the market for an EV, a truck, a grocery getter, or a sports car? Look no further. Find their inventory online at jennerchev.com today. Hope you don't mind that I took that ad read.
Oh, definitely
Just trying to get through it. So we do have a New West power play to get through, working it around the perimeter here early. They get their motion. They get a shot and a toe save, courtesy of Aubrey Boyce. Big rebound collected by the Bellies. Back to the point they go. Near side crease, now connecting with Justine Hong. She got a goal back in that second period. Can she find another one here? She has the ball sent to her. She sends one, looking 5-0, but a stick save by Boyce. And she'll look up the floor now in transition. A successful penalty kill to this point for Langley, and Boyce elects to just lob it down the length of the floor.
Great save there for Boyce, an important one for this Langley team as they're trying to fight off this penalty here. The New West will bring it back into their zone and try and get one of their own here.
Hong sends it back to the point. 1:40 remaining in overtime. They again go to that play, looking for some space through the middle. Now down low to the crease, shot clock down to about 10 seconds. Far side feed, shot, a bouncer, fought off by the shoulder of Boyce. Again, rebound falls to that near side corner. Fresh 30 for the Bellies. Here's Hong, back to the outside. Olivia Darren fakes the shot, sends it to Hong, and she sends it just wide. There was room available stick side, but just could not quite dial it in. 10 seconds to shoot. 30 seconds remaining in the Langley penalty. New West goes to work again. A low shot and another stick save by Boyce. She'll hang on to the rebound, reaching out of her crease, and we're now down under a minute remaining in overtime, and we're still tied up at 4. Boyce tried to send Kate Falk the other way, collecting it off the turf. 45 seconds to go. She sends one towards the goal, block, taken away by Hong, and she'll look up near center. 5 seconds away from returning to 5-on-5 action. Here's Olivia Darren. Takes a look. She'll backpedal away. Justine Hong takes it away. Now sends it back to the far side. Return to her. Back to the point. Shot stopped by Boyce. Loose ball falls on top of the crease. Langley collects. 20 seconds to play. Langley kills the penalty, and now here comes Zon Santos. Runs into her check, takes a shot, and sends it just wide. Game clock now down to 10 seconds. Can Langley get a last-second shot? Back to the captain, Bresden, now to the near side. Pass was just off the mark. 3 seconds to go, and I don't think they're going to get a shot off in time. So now we will go to another overtime period, and again, if it was not obvious, I still don't know the rules of the second overtime period. I just saw the official give a 5-minute signal, so I have to imagine we are going to golden goal scenario. Mackie, what a start to this championship Sunday.
Wow, we are definitely lucky with this one here. Just great efforts from both teams in that last overtime period, and it's a lot of fun to win a provincial championship, obviously, but to do it in double overtime with the golden goal is just an unbelievable feeling for one of these teams.
It's heartbreaking that one of these teams has to leave unable to hoist that trophy or leave with that gold medal, but at the very least, they can both go home by the end of this game knowing that they each gave an unbelievable effort. I mean, what a way to start the day. We still have 4 more games to get through after this, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 4? Yeah.
I think we've got 3 more.
3 more games,
this.
my mistake. Just unbelievable stuff. And something to remember as well, both these teams have been shorthanded in this overtime period, and they both got successful kills. So we have a huge double overtime period just around the corner. Don't go too far, ladies and gentlemen. We just get a look at the Langley goaltender, Aubrey Boyce, falling to her back in exhaustion. But we're going to step aside for the next 3:45 and take a quick breather. We got double overtime coming up right after this. You're watching the BC Women's Provincials live on BC Sports TV. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Tino Farah, Mackie Jenner here for this double overtime provincial championship period in this U13A division matchup between this combination team of Langley, Semiahmoo, and New West Burnaby. 4-4 is your score heading into this fifth period of the morning for these two teams. Mackie, what do you think? Do you got a prediction? What do we think here?
I don't know. I think momentum is still in Langley's favor given the last period of the regulation time. However, that last period of overtime was a battle between both teams. You said they both kind of battled through some adversity, being shorthanded at different points of time. But now we're back to even strength. And someone's got to win this one.
It is a sudden victory goal as they get a pass to the middle. Shoot, they score! Langley wins it! The overtime winner for Taryn Lipton. And Langley are your U13A Division Provincial Championship.
What a way to start that one, and what a game for this Langley team as they all come out to celebrate and rally around the golden goal scorer in Lifton, but also their goalie, Aubrey Boyce. That was a quick one.
Just over 30 seconds into the double overtime period, Langley Semiahmoo get the job done. Taryn Lipton with the game winner. Other goals coming from Kate Falk. Zalia Morrison had two in that third and final frame alongside the captain, Charlie Bresden, who tied it up at 4. And this combo team of Langley Semiahmoo will be heading home victorious, gold medal champions. We are going to come back in a little bit of time. What time is it right now? It's
about 15 minutes
15
till
minutes.
next time.
There you go. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you're going to get a break from my voice, and Mackie Jenner is going to take over the play-by-play role. So everybody wins in that matchup.
Here we go.
So we're going to step aside for the next 15 minutes or so. But again, stay tuned to our channels all day long because the next one coming up is the U15 division. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this morning. We'll be back shortly on BC Sports TV.